All right, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. I am Christopher Bell, certified public accountant, long-term boglehead investor, author of the book Stop Being a Broke Loser. It's on Amazon for a whole $3, and hater of WallStreetBets. Now, this is going to be a more serious video today. I mean, if you know me, I like to dump on charlatans, scoundrels, thieves, and degenerates on YouTube that are fleecing their audience out of thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of dollars over their lifetime. Today, we're going to talk about WallStreetBets and their ridiculous movement where they're basically trying to take down the hedge funds that are manipulating the stock market and why they're actually pawns to Wall Street. People on WallStreetBets think they're fighting some noble cause and, they're going to change the world by buying AMC and GME and options and churning their portfolios in Robinhood. But I'm here to tell you, you're actually playing right into Wall Street's hands. You're playing directly into the system that is extracting massive sums of money from you. Because that is the game that Wall Street plays. Wall Street is all about short-term news, short-term fixation, fear, greed, excitement. Because what that does is that entices you to trade. And every trade that you make, Wall Street gets a cut of that trade. Now, the real enemy of Wall Street is long-term boglehead index investing. Because when you do that, you're not trading in out of securities, you're not trying to time the market, and you're not watching the news because you don't care. Now, specifically, we're going to look at Robinhood, which is supposedly democratizing investing. But in reality, it's taking almost $1 billion from its young customers who believe they're doing something amazing, but in reality are just making this company a freaking killing. Now, look at the revenues right here on this column in 2020 that Robinhood generated from transactions. They generated $440 million from options trading. So you may think, oh, I'm buying options in AMC and it helps me elevate the price. But who is benefiting? Yeah, you may be screwing over one hedge fund or two hedge funds, but you're not going to destroy Wall Street by buying options or trading equities like GameStop or another stupid stock they're focusing on now. But look how much Robinhood, which, they may act like they're they're giving power to the people and blah, 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 but they're making a freaking killing off of you people trading. Because every time you trade, they get paid for order flow. They route the order to whatever market maker they can give it to, or whatever's best available, and then the market maker gives Robinhood a cut. So just by buying your options, fighting Wall Street, you've paid Wall Street $440 million for options. And on top of that, you paid Wall Street, Robinhood, $250 million for trading stocks, $26 million for cryptocurrencies, and $2 million for other. So Robinhood has made $720 million. All of that from transactions, from you buying in and out of securities. Now, Robinhood hates people like me, and Wall Street hates people like me. And I'm actually the true, fighter of the system, hater of the financial system, how it's set up now, because I don't trade securities. I literally buy total world stock market index funds in tax advantage accounts on a systematic basis. And what that does is that reduces the amount of churn and taxation that is coming out of my portfolio. Remember, Wall Street wants you to trade. Look at this, $720 million Robinhood made simply because they're enticing you to trade. The confetti, all the exciting little things that make you addicted to it. That's what they want you to do. So by listening to all these clowns on YouTube who are telling you to trade and buy this and sell that, number one, you're paying Robinhood massive fees, which hurts your returns. And number two, you're paying a lot of taxes, okay? So you're not fighting the system. You're contributing to the system by trading on Robinhood and other brokers. But to fight the system, let's show you how you can actually fight the system. This is Vanguard's website. I've been investing in Vanguard since I was 22 years old, 21, 22 years old. because I read this book called The Automatic Millionaire by David Bach. That was my first financial book I ever read when I was 16 years old. And it convinced me that if you live a little bit below your means and you consistently invest and you don't churn your portfolio, in the long run, you're going to crush the vast majority of people. Because the vast majority of people are trading in and out of securities on Robinhood, paying hidden fees even though it's free trading, and they're paying massive taxes. But what fees am I paying? What taxes am I paying? I'm paying barely any. Now, Vanguard is awesome, and it's basically been led by Jack Bogle. He's dead now, sadly, but he's my hero. He's actually my hero. I'm not being sarcastic. And Vanguard is completely different from the rest of Wall Street. Are they making some money off of people? Of course they are, because they wouldn't exist without making some kind of profit. But Vanguard you're basically, when you invest in a mutual fund in Vanguard, you actually own a part of Vanguard. Whereas with other companies, there's actually an external owner that owns the company that is providing mutual funds. So when you invest with Vanguard, you're actually, whenever you buy a mutual fund, you are part of the company. You own part of the company, and the company is basically beholden to you because you're a partial owner. Now, the beauty of Vanguard is that it has superior performance, and that's true because they offer index funds. Now, people crap on me for supporting index funds, but if you really think about it, if you're trading in and out of stocks all the time, paying fees, I mean, look how much money Robinhood made just from transaction fees, and you're paying short-term capital gains taxes, those boring index funds that you just buy and hold are going to outperform on an after-tax and after-fee basis. It's the truth. I know. And by buying and holding at Vanguard, all you're doing is paying a small, tiny expense ratio, and you're not giving Wall Street that delicious transaction revenue that they so crave from you, okay? Look at this. Their costs are about 83% lower than average. It's true. You can invest in Vanguard and don't trade in out of securities, and you basically pay almost nothing to own massive quantities of stocks, both in the United States and around the world, depending on what you invest in. Lower costs help your returns. Yes, costs, transactions, and taxes eat away at your long-term returns. Principles for investing success. Know your goals. Invest with balance. Minimize cost and maintain discipline. That is literally all you freaking need to build wealth. Now, some of you may be watching clowns like Meet Kevin, and I'm actually going to make a video dumping on his stupid little... He had a summary of all his trades that he did in the last year, and it was bad. But if you maintain discipline and minimize cost and put your money in tax advantage accounts, you don't churn your portfolio, you don't pay high fees to Wall Street, and you don't pay a lot of taxes, you're actually fighting the system. You're actually taking on Wall Street, which wants you to trade. They want you to come in and out of securities because that's how they make their freaking money. Don't you see it? Robinhood, WallStreetBets, they're a bunch of clowns. They're playing right into the system's hands. Whereas if you invest with Vanguard, which I've been doing since I was 21, 22 years old, Wall Street hasn't gotten much money from me because I don't trade in and out of securities. So if you want to join the real movement and really fight Wall Street, put your money in freaking index funds, okay? You can do Vanguard, Fidelity. There's tons of brokers out there. Buy and hold, don't trade, put your money in tax advantage accounts, and trust me, you'll be fighting the system better than anybody. Because if you invest in like a regular mutual fund that's actively managed, they're making a freaking killing off of you. And they're actually trading inside that mutual fund and paying the same freaking fees that these clowns on WallStreetBets are doing. It's such a joke. It's not funny, okay? I think I laugh every time I go on WallStreetBets and, you know, it's a bunch of young people. Oh my God, we're fighting the system. It's garbage, okay? Trust me. Go on Vanguard, go to bogleheads.org, read about why it is superior to buy and hold, not time the market, and not pay a lot of transaction fees and taxes. And over the long run, all these clowns on YouTube that everybody thinks are so smart and intelligent, in the long run, if you analyze their returns and you look at what they're actually getting after transaction fees and taxes, and whatever happens in a bear market, you'll see that they're not as smart as they claim they are because they don't consider very important components of their portfolio. So fight the system, ladies and gentlemen. Buy index funds and don't trade. And in the long run, we will change the world. Now, if you like this, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and y'all have a wonderful, delicious, superstitious, cockalicious day.